Okay, so here we are in Shakespeare's Sonnet 19. You'll have to excuse me, I'm under heavy attack. They won't let me talk without me putting my finger over my top lip. So, onwards and onwards we go. Please pray for me. Thank you. So, Shakespeare's Sonnet 19, not like anybody wants to hear anything important or anything. Okay, let's continue. Shakespeare's Sonnet 19, I invite you to screenshot this, study it on your own. Let's look at it, okay? Because the only way this makes sense into our time right now. In the world, in our old life, this poem really wouldn't make sense. People wouldn't understand it unless you're walking with God in his prophecies. And what happens when you truly walk with the Lord? All those who fight against Zion will be as a dream in the night. All those who come against you, it'll be as a dream. This never happened. Okay, so this is really prophecy for our future. That's what I wanted to show you in the last clip you just saw. But this is showing amazing revelation, and I just want to share it if anybody wants to feast on the Word of God. Let's take a look. Okay, here comes the helicopter to induce stress. We will record these things as they want to ruin every work, but that's really not the point. The point is to expose the times that we're in. So here comes the helicopter. Stress, anxiety will fall on the wicked, not me. It's their disease. Yes, people's opinions. Something's perverted. Stress, anxiety. By the way, that's a very large helicopter, and all that gas, that's about, I was told that's like about $400 or $500 right there that people die in the Middle East for. That all goes to me. That all goes to the kingdom. Right there. And the disease and the stress and the anxiety goes on everyone else. Just letting everyone know. Okay, so let's get forward here. Let's move forward. Okay, so here we go. All everyone could do is just flash their butts and their skimpy outfits and all that kind of stuff. Don't offend me, don't offend me. Okay, let's go. All right, so anyway, let's actually learn something here, okay? And actually focus on the future. Those who don't want a future, let them not have one. Because time, this is the point of this sonnet, okay? It's really exemplifying this point. Devouring time. This is a poem on devouring time, right? The righteousness that you see in this video, I'm not going to be subject to the devouring of time. If you want the truth, you're not going to be subject to devouring time. All the people around me that want to hurt me, they're subject to the devouring of time. And we can conceive of that today. Because it's meant to conceive today. Behold the times that we're living in. It's very amazing and very wondrous. So Shakespeare writes, devouring time, blunt you the lion's paws. Okay, he's comparing devouring time to a lion's paws. And make the earth devour her own sweet brood. Okay? Pluck the keen teeth from the fierce tiger's jaws. How do we do that? We do that by what I'm talking about, by God's revelation of what we're living in now. That is the only key to understanding the sonnet, okay? And burn the long-lived phoenix in her blood, okay? So, the phoenix, everyone knows of the phoenix. I want to show you something. The study notes for this sonnet, when we read about the phoenix, SWAT team, they're coming, I'm scared. Okay, so the phoenix, it says, the phoenix, according to classical authors, at the end of a given period of time, burn itself on a funeral pyre and form its ashes, and the new phoenix arises. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Here we are. In the Word of God, a very rare book, the Book of the Two Pearls. This is the book of the account of Enoch, and it gives us amazing revelation on Behemoth and Leviathan. Everybody knows Behemoth and Leviathan in our Bibles, okay? Leviathan is the monster from the sea. I believe is the great serpent, the great snake. I believe that's witchcraft. That is the enchantment of the devil. Behemoth, or your friendly neighborhood foot soldiers, is the mammal, right? So that represents actual flesh. The shepherd of Hermas says, this great behemoth ran in front of him as if he was going to kill him and destroy a whole city, but all he did was lay flat on their stomach. That's a prophecy for now. So Leviathan is a symbol of the witchcraft the devil brings. Behemoth is a symbol of its pawns and foot soldiers. Okay? So let's read what it says. At that time, God showed him a vision, Enoch, a vision of the great Leviathan and Behemoth. These two beasts were stirring up the population in the end of days. Behemoth was a beast of liberty, right? Are not these people here sent to kill me in the name of liberty? Yes. And Leviathan was one of royalty and power. That is the witchcraft. They began as one beast with the name called Phoenix. The Phoenix died and rose from the ashes. Arose these two great beasts. Okay, so this literally confirms what the notes of Shakespeare tell us, classical literature. This is the inspired word of God. This isn't even classical literature. So I think it's the book of Enoch that tells us Behemoth and Leviathan are male and female. And what we're getting at is that Behemoth and Leviathan compared together make the Phoenix. And the Phoenix will be burned in a funeral pyre as all the devil's devices will be burned up, and it will create another one. And that's for a different story. As you see in the bottom of your screen, this is a prophecy for the last days, because we will be Muslims, and it will attack Ishmael. Okay? All right, so let's continue. It's amazing that we understand that, and we could decipher this sonnet in our times right now, because this is our future, and we're at the dawn of this time right now. So pluck the keen teeth from the fierce lion's jaws. Okay, how? Only God can pluck us from time's lioness clutches. Make glad and sorry seasons that you fleetest, and to whatever you will, swifted footest time. The whole wide world and all her fading sweets, but I forbid thee one most heinous crime. Oh, carve not your horns my love's fair brow. What is our brow? Our brow is our forehead. That is the hardness of our prophecy. Those who follow the Lord, that are in, for example, a position that I'm in, that's what this poem is talking about. Those who come against you, the devouring of time will forsake you. Nor draw no lines there with your antique pen. Him in your course untainted do allow. Do not taint the prophecies of God. Do not taint your walk with the Lord. Nor do lines therewith an antique pen. Him in your course untainted do allow. For beauty's pattern to succeed men. Yet do your worst, old time, despite your wrong. My love shall in my verse ever live long. So this is Joseph's dream, okay, that we covered yesterday. It's the weak eating the fat, the feeble eating the fat, because the enemy makes us feeble. I'm being killed despite harassed, tormented nonstop, despite the fact that I'm being deprived of food, right? But this will turn around on them. They will be weak and feeble. They are throwing away their future. God will manipulate time. This will be nothing but a dream. This never happened. We will be blessed, severely happy, and this will be nothing but a dream. This never happened, but the wicked will be guilty in their rebellion, and they will be deemed as crazy, and it will be turned around on them. Only the hand of God could do this. That's what this sonnet is about. And we get amazing revelation about Behemoth and Leviathan. The two of them make the Phoenix, and the Phoenix will burn up in time, That's God's wrath. But it will create another Phoenix. As we read, you could probably compare that to the book of Revelation, right? The beast comes alive and they all worship him. How did he recover from his mortal wound? So, very amazing indeed. I just want to share that with people. Screenshot this stuff and check it out on your own. If anybody is interested in truth that you're beholding in this video right now. Really cool. Okay. It's really cool to see these poems written hundreds and hundreds of years ago and know that we are at the dawn of time to only understand them for the first time now, and to watch people fight against that over nothing, over petty, fleeting, pathetic things, in the greatest shame you can imagine. These are the times we're living in. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Allah bless you.